Welcome back, everyone, to MetLife Stadium here in New Jersey. It's the
From the shotgun, McCarthy.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Third down from the gun, McCarthy. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. Singletary to get the drive started. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down. From the 24 now, here's a 2nd and 8. Now here's Mahomes. That's complete. It's Neighbors. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll try to run for this with Singletary. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. There's a short one caught by Johnson. Only able to gain a couple there, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, that one was covered pretty well because they were trying to leak the tight end out into the flat. I think they were hoping he could catch and turn upfield and pick up the 1st down.
Singletary, they'll go up the middle.
And not much room to speak of. He'll get about 3 up to the 41.
The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr.
And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game.
And they'll take over here following the interception with a chance to tie the ball game. It's 1st and 10. On play action, McCarthy.
And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Now a 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun is McCarthy.
That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Here's McCarthy.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And now that brings up 4th down there. A loss of 6 yards on the sack.
Matt Ariza now on to punt this one away.
And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line.
Another drive coming up for New York's offense.
They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A well-executed 22-yard gain. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is. to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Throwing now is Mahomes.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. The drive stays alive. A third down gain of 8.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. Singletary again. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with third and about 6 yards to go.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Hyatt goes in motion left.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback.
Minnesota's offense takes over possession.
They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Straight ahead they go with Ali.
And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. McCarthy operating from the gun. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Vikings first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
And already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago, so a 3-and-out here would not be ideal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there, and they get the first down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
On play action, now McCarthy.
He finds his man, complete. That's Ali. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
That turns into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
To the air with McCarthy.
Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, Ali. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. Thomas, the man in motion left. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Dexter Lawrence able to bust free and get to the quarterback.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
McCarthy is set to throw it.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
Fortunately for him, that ball stayed close so that he could recover it on his own.
And you know the prayers that were going through his head as the ball escaped from him? How happy was he at the end of it when he found the football again, able to retain possession?
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. Now McCarthy.
And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down.
Well, that play was certainly a little bit different because on the previous play, he was sacked. This time, protection a lot better. Had time to survey the field and still couldn't find an open receiver.
And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. And New York set to take the field.
Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down. They'll run on first down with Singletary. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They go right back to Singletary. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Mahomes now to throw.
Hyatt there to grab it.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The good pickup there at 22.
But that last throw, Charles, is going to move him past 32,942 yards passing for his career, and that surpasses the total of the Hall of Famer and a colleague of both of ours, Troy Aikman.
Yeah, played from 1989 to 2000, and Troy Aikman, he was about winning. Because remember, he had Michael Irvin to throw it to. We had Emmitt Smith to hand it to. Just imagine if he was throwing it the way they throw it around nowadays. His numbers, boy, would they be sky high.
They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
That's out quickly to Hyatt.
And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down.
Singletary. Diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Gano now to add the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So that a 7-play, 80-yard drive. And it was finished off by a Devin Singletary touchdown run. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. And the Vikings now heading on to the field. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. Here's Ali. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4. Throwing is McCarthy.
This one caught. It's the tight end Hawkinson. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one good for 26 and a first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because This has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Looking to throw McCarthy. And he'll get this underneath to Thompson.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Ball on the 39. Here's second down and 8.
Back to throw. McCarthy. Throw left side complete. That's Ali. And brought down, but not completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down.
On a give, it's Ali.
And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up.
Ali going to try the right side.
And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
But that's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving the running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
42 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
J.J. McCarthy.
A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Vikings are back within a score.
Hey, you're down on the scoreboard, but now your offense is in close, and this is where, as a quarterback, you say, I've got to make a play here. Doesn't matter whether it's a pinpoint throw or a scramble like this one. He takes matters into his own hands and delivers a touchdown run.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make our score 14-7. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays, and it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
And the Giants ready to come out now.
The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation, because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence they're going to put more points up on the board.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
To throw, it's Mahomes.
A throw right side caught by Neighbors.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
This offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10.
A give up the middle to Singletary.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. Here's a 2nd and 8.
A give, Singletary right side. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The slot man in motion right. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Giants first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Looking to throw is Mahomes.
He'll get this to Devin Singletary out of the backfield.
This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Mahomes going to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
Unable to corral him, he fights through.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Vikings offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And he has been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers for this first half. This defense is going to need to find some way to key in on him because he is eating him up right now.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Kayvon Thibodeau, he beat the O-line and recorded the sack. Here's 2nd and 10. A handoff here to Ali.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
And that will be incomplete.
That's well done defensively. They get the pressure they needed on 3rd down. All the receivers are locked up tight, and they force that quarterback to just throw it away.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fielded at the 20. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Well, let's spotlight Devin Singletary as this offense comes back out.
He's over 40 yards here in the 2nd quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals.
From the 31, here's a 2nd and 9.
Now here's Mahomes.
There's a short.
The ball comes out. And this is going to get out of bounds. So they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Mahomes to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have the Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
Okay, take us to school here, Charles. On a play like that, pretty successful RPO. What's the quarterback looking at?
Basics, he's looking at the defensive end or the outside linebacker. If that player crashes down to take the running back, quarterback pulls defenses, but basically it's that outside play.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
At the 36-yard line.
Now Mahomes. Complete. It's Johnson. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 25-yard line.
That's good for a Giants first down. First and 10 at the 20.
Back to throw.
A short one there, caught by Likely.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
From the 20, here's a 2nd and 5.
At the 20-yard line.
Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. He'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. He opted to go with his scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Like any team playing, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least if they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
They'll try the field goal now with Graham Gano. From the left hash, this from 37. Gano's kick is good, and that will open the lead up now to 20-7.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
A run here with Ali.
And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line.
48 yards rushing for him now to this point. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll go back to Ali.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Here's McCarthy. Finds his man. There's Jordan Addison.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
On play action, McCarthy.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Looking to throw. McCarthy.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Back to throw. McCarthy, he finds his man, complete. It's Ali. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Here's Matt Araiza now.
Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
The Giants offense and Patrick Mahomes headed back onto the field. And he's done everything you could have asked for coming in. He's spread it around. He hasn't taken many chances. And he's potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football.
On 1st down, they'll start out with Singletary. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or do they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Flushed out right. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. Throwing now is Mahomes.
A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant 1st down. He'll drop to throw.
He connects with Hyatt.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Mahomes to throw once more.
Looking Hyatt's way once again. And the Giants are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Mahomes now to throw. Forced out to his, and he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
Dayo Odeyingbo.
It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Here's 3rd and goal now back at the 11. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
They'll try the field goal now with Graham Gano. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Gano's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Vikings going to take over here one more time before the half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again, 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run.
From the shotgun, McCarthy.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens.
On 4th down, Matt Ariza is sent on to punt.
It's taken to the 26. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you two in a bit. For now, plenty of early game action around the NFL to get you caught up on, so let's get to it. We'll get things started up at Ford Field in Detroit. And it's the Lions who hold on to the lead in that one. A touchdown there for Jahmyr Gibbs. From Motown, let's head across Lake Erie to Buffalo. See what's going on with the Bills. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. 2 touchdowns there for Jonathan Brooks. Lastly, we head to the Gulf Coast and check on the Bucs at home in Tampa. And you can see there it's the visiting Colts who have the lead in that one. Josh Downs, a touchdown reception.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Oh, a good return up past the 30.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Minnesota now ready for their next possession. And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Kayvon Thibodeau in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
McCarthy operating from the gun. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
A gain of 22 yards. First down, Vikings.
On 1st down, it's a run with Ali.
And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Looking to throw McCarthy.
Catch is made by Hawkinson, the tight end. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 33.
To the air with McCarthy. Looks again for T.J. Hawkinson, and he's got him again.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
On the ground, here's Ali.
And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. McCarthy off the play fake.
He finds his man, complete. That's Ali.
And he will have a Vikings first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
This is 2nd and 8. Again, it's Ali.
And he'll take this one down near the 15. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
Jefferson going to go in motion right. On play action. Now McCarthy.
Rolling to his right. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Gets him 9 yards and a first.
Oh, man. Just when the D thought they had the answer for him, he went and changed the question. Surprises him by taking off himself. He's able to set up his offense pretty with a 1st and goal.
They'll run. This is Jordan Mason.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Jordan Mason.
A 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Vikings are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half.
And maybe that's the magic touch right there. They didn't use him at all in the first half, at least running the football. But here they entrust him with some work down in the red zone, and he responds. 1 carry, 1 touchdown.
This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. And that almost makes it a brand-new ball game. Now it's a 1-score affair after they get the 2.
And you have to know they were holding their breath on the 2-point play because they had to have it to get it within the range that you just talked about. Dialed up their 2-point play. It worked. Now they're feeling like they've got a shot at this one.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Giants offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. And the Giants send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. .39 yards on the punt. Give him just 1 yard on the return.
And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. The Vikings offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Addison hauls it in.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Targeting Thomas on the out route, making the catch. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that third down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Now McCarthy. Finding room at midfield.
And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it'll be second in a couple.
Throwing is McCarthy.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Throwing again, McCarthy. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. And he'll get this underneath to Thompson.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be second down.
McCarthy going to throw again.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Here's McCarthy.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that'll get the lead down to 5.
Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
The Giants going to take over again on offense. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Caught along the left side by Hyatt.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
Here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Mahomes going to throw. Complete. It's Johnson. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down.
And the Giants first down. 1st and 10 at the 39.
Singletary, they'll go up the middle. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
To throw, it's Mahomes.
The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
From this vantage point, they've got the lead here, so for me, That'd be enough to go ahead and punt the football and let my defense defend the long field.
If you go for it, you don't get it, then you really put your defense in a tight spot.
Yeah, but we never know what people ultimately will decide to do here on 4th and inches.
And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. And out now come the Vikings. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Working out of the gun is McCarthy.
Thomas has got it. Complete. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
An 8-yard pickup. And the Vikings first down.
Operating from the gun.
McCarthy.
Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll make it second down.
Straight ahead they go with Ali.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A 5-yard gain on the play. First down, Vikings.
A give running left, Ali.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
98 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And Thomas has it. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
And this will be a jet sweep. Here's Thomas with it.
Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Operating from the gun. McCarthy buying time. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and that will cut the lead down to just 2. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
New York set to take the field.
No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts.
Singletary to get the drive started. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
That's good for a Giants. First down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here's Mahomes to throw.
Again, it's Johnson.
Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll bring up second down.
And 5 at the 41-yard line.
Mahomes now to throw.
Complete right side to Hyatt.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 29-yard line.
Giants, first down. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. Throwing now is Mahomes.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. Second and 10. That's out quickly to Hyatt.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
So out on the field now, Graham Gano in a big spot. This to at least make it a 5-point cushion. Gano's kick is good, and that will push the lead up to 5. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The visitors' offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the 4th quarter.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And last time able to get 3. That's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Now 3rd down and 7. Looking to throw McCarthy.
He finds his man, complete. That's Ali. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. Calling a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
109 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
To the air with McCarthy. Over the middle and complete to Addison.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
Straight ahead, here's Mason. Taken down at the 47-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know they're just trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. Just week one, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. McCarthy.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. Well, they knew who to turn to on 4th down. Their horse, they needed the short yardage. He just couldn't get it.
And that's the surprise because normally that's bread and butter for them, right? Hand it to the big guy, let him go, pick up the first down. Didn't get it there. All credit to the defense. Usually, even if they know he's coming, he can't be stopped, and they got it done on that play.
Mahomes quickly complete out wide. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
Singletary here running out of the gun. Not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
A nice punt, but a good run back as well of 13 yards.
And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over.
Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options and throws it away.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hockenson. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
McCarthy off the play fake.
That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
McCarthy operating from the gun.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
T.J. Hawkinson, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Vikings have taken a 4th quarter lead. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the...
And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on the 2-point try.
Well, that decision to me was all about pulling up the chart. You know, that beautiful chart that tells you when to go for 2, when to go for 1. I do love it. It helps you with your decision-making during heated times. And just look at it right here in this point of the game. Go for 2, try and make it a field goal difference.
But now just up 1 makes the rest of this 4th quarter a little more interesting.
Yeah, they followed the chart. They just didn't get the 2 points on the board, did they?
Nope. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. Looking to throw is Mahomes.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Now here's Mahomes. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. And again, it's Mahomes.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 38-yard line. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. Going old reliable there to the slot on 3rd down.
And the slot position has become the bane of just about every defense's existence, because how do you cover? Do you go with a bigger guy to try and use size? Got to try to go with a quicker guy, and sometimes you even get out quick there. Very difficult to match up with that slot receiver. That's why they keep going back to him.
And he's had the hot hand.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain. 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8.
Now Mahomes.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, offenses always try to be smart about when they're trying to dial up a screen to the running back, because they understand you can only go to the well so many times in a game without the defense starting to anticipate the call.
Dancing to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the 1st, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
If they get a game-changing score on this drive, it's going to be because of plays like that. That run was pure heart. Took it himself, found a way to reset the downs, and advance the ball.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown.
Jalen Hyatt,
a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants have taken the lead.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough, otherwise they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Mahomes will throw for it. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Vikings head out to take over once again. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. Slant route, and he's got Addison.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Shotgun handoff to Thompson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
On the give, it's Ali.
5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with third.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
To Thompson on the screen. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. This will wind up a loss on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down.
To me, this is a case of if you're not getting the ball, you've got to do your job and block for the guy who is because there really wasn't much there. And, boy, the defense took advantage with that loss.
And the defense, they were just locked in there on third. They had more guys than they could block. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
The home team's offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end, trying to come up with ways to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those opportunities into big plays.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. They go right back to Singletary. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. A give up the middle to Singletary. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Now they run the option on second down.
And he's going to take this one down to the 25. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll try and run for this with Singletary.
And he is going to have a New York first down, and the Giants are going to win the football game.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in week 1.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for the Giants, it was a hard-fought game, and they'll exit 1-0 as they win by a touchdown. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis.